Hey babe, it's your girl Bree, spelled like the cheese, aka your cosmic bestie. And honestly, we're gonna sit and we're gonna chat today. Bestie to bestie. I'm gonna tell you what's going on in my head, in my mind, in my heart, but also like vibe, right? I feel like when I'm on TikTok, like you guys only see like a specific portion of me, right? Like when I'm doing readings, like when I'm having those conversations, those are the ones that like really get pushed out. But I'm trying to build more than just one platform, right? I want more than just TikTok and more than just YouTube, more than just Instagram. It is something that I am like really trying to transition of like really building platforms on any and all of these social media apps that I feel drawn to, that I can actually like work with the people that I know I'm meant to work with. Because I know y'all are a little bit everywhere, right? Like, not everybody is in every single app. And like, I totally get that, you know? But I want to find the people that I'm meant to find. And I just wanted to like chit chat. I just wanted to talk, like a FaceTime call, like talking to one another, breaking down stuff. I do have some cards, my handy dandy Oracle deck, of course, or not Oracle, Tarot, but I don't know. The vibe feels like I'm just supposed to vibe out. I'm just supposed to talk about what is going on in my head, my heart, and my mind. So let me start with one of them. I think right now I'm being really called to like share what's on my heart. And what's really on my heart is what my purpose is. How am I truly helping people find their purpose, find their power, but also expand my own purpose and my own power? For my whole life, I have felt like I've been, I don't know, on this journey of like trying to figure it out. And I mean, all of us are, right? Like, all of us are trying to like figure it out. Sorry, I have to tie up my hair as we're talking. So there's like this part of me that's like, okay, I want to show up, I want to be seen, I want to be heard. And then there's this other part of me that's like a little nervous, a little scared to fully be seen at this capacity. There's some self doubt, right? Of like, am I really meant to do this? Am I really actually helping people? And it's crazy because, like, time and time again, Spirit has literally given me confirmations. Like, even the first week, I got like 5 confirmations for the people that joined my membership group. Like, literally, the one um, member, his dog is named Nova. And then the other member, her chat GPT is named Nova. And she had a sticker. Actually, where's my water bottle? Here it is. So she was showing like her tattoos off in the group, a brand new tattoo. Why did she have this exact sticker, or I'm sorry, tattoo that was just like my sticker? I put the sticker on Mother's Day, and I think she got that tattoo like sometime last week or like over the last 2 weeks. Never met, never spoken to each other, and it was just like confirmation, confirmation, confirmation. And honestly, it was blowing my mind. Like, even now when I'm like talking about it, I'm like, how could I even pretend that this isn't right for me, right? But we're human, and we are conditioned to believe that we are not bigger than what we really are. And I've always played it small my entire life. So playing it big feels out of body for me. It feels off. It feels different, but it feels right all at the same time, if that makes sense. Like, that's why I wanted to like talk today. That's why I wanted to just like chat about like what I was feeling, what was going on, because I know for a fact like other people feel the way that I feel about whatever they're doing, right? It doesn't have to be specifically like spiritual. Whatever you're being called to do in your life, whatever it feels like you truly light on fire and you can take off the mask, because that's what I feel like. I've been helping people my entire life. Like, conversations, car rides. Uh, everyone always used to call me the mom friend or the therapist friend, which is a it's a balancing act, right? Because there were some people that would just really take from me and take all of my energy away. And I also had zero boundaries. I was not actually putting myself in a space or a place that when I really couldn't take on whatever other people were trying to give to me, even if I was depleted, even if I had nothing left, I'd still take it. And now I'm not in that place. I'm not in that space. And that's honestly why I built my membership the way that I did, because it's a Discord server. But inside of the Discord server, there's so many different chats. There's like over like 15 chats. But it doesn't mean that I have to be in every single chat. There's particular chats that are just for venting, just for breakthroughs, just for confirmations, just for affirmations, right? So, yes, obviously I'm productive, I'm talking to people, but when I'm cooking dinner for my family or I'm trying to put my daughter to sleep, I'll get notifications all day long from the members that I already have, but I don't feel like, oh, I have to answer this right here, right now. And if I don't answer it, then they're just going to leave, right? Because that's something that's like a wound that I have. Is if I'm not ready and available exactly right here and now, they're gonna leave. They're gonna leave me. They're gonna tell me I'm a horrible friend. They're gonna tell me I'm a horrible person. And like, if that is ringing a bell, you are a chronic people pleaser. I am in recovery. That's what I keep telling myself. That's what I keep telling other people. I am a recovering people pleaser, because seriously, it is like a drug. It really does feel like a drug sometimes, and it's hard. It's hard to just like shut that part off in your brain to put yourself first when you were conditioned and built to do things for other people. And it's hard to like see your own power, see your own light. I had this friend, my friend Christina, for years. We work together. We have shared work trauma, but probably about, what was that, like 2016? We started working together. We worked at this doctor's office, and it was horrible. It was just absolutely horrible. It was a primary care physician office, and they had two locations. There was only like 10 employees total, and it was just absolutely horrible. But we clicked, we vibed like literally besties. Like the moment we met, I was like, oh, my soul obviously knew you, and vice versa. And we became absolutely comfortable. Honestly, we stayed for each other. And it we would always have these deep conversations on our ride home, and she would always tell me like, B, like, I wish you saw the light that I see in you. Like, I wish you saw that. And I I really wish I saw that light sooner. I really do. Because there's a lot of heartache I could have saved myself from. But even now, like, it's hard. It's hard to see my light. Like, I see it, and I see it and I know it. But there's still times when I look in the mirror and I'm like, who is that? Like, who is that? And I think that's why it's a little overwhelming because these aren't just like tears of sadness. These are tears of like joy that I finally made it here, right? Don't mind me drinking my beverage. But like making it here has been such a whirlwind, such a ride. I mean, if you just came across this video, definitely check out my video talking about my spiritual awakening and like my life. But a quick recap, I would have never imagined I would be here, especially over the last year. I lost my house, I lost my car, I lost my aunt who was like a mom to me. I had to put my dog down. I also had a baby in that process of everything. And it, if somebody would have told me that I would have ended up back at my parents' house, but I would have found myself this time around, I wouldn't have believed you. Seriously, I would not have believed anybody. I would have been like, actually, I was never going back there in the first place. So, joke's on you. Joke's on me. Joke was really on me, and that's okay. But it just feels like especially today. Like, I didn't necessarily know what to do or what to say, or I just didn't really feel called to like just do cards. It feels like spirit is prepping me, that I am getting ready to jump, right? Like I'm on the edge of the cliff and they're they're like, "Okay, put your arms out. Leap, jump." But to do so requires the freedom, right? Of feeling free, being seen, letting go of the armor, letting go of the mask, letting go of all of the layers that I built up to cocoon myself, to protect myself. And maybe you're in that same boat. Maybe you're trying to come out of that, you know? And it's been so hard. It's been so hard. I'm not going to lie. It's been really hard. But it's also been like really rewarding at the same time. Like being able to communicate with people online. These are legitimate strangers. And these strangers on the internet trust me enough to come follow me in my membership, get my readings, buy my digital products. Like it kind of blows my mind because before I did branding, I was a brand strategist, and might I say I was very damn good, but nothing was clicking. It just felt like I was throwing darts in the dark. And this last like 2 weeks of my business, I've been on podcasts doing interviews talking about my story. I started my membership with multiple members. I started doing more stuff like online, sharing my story, sharing my side of who I am, and people are receiving it. People are seeing it. People are seeing me. Not the me that I put the mask on to show out to other people, because that's what my old brand was. It was called BS Media House, and I wore this mask of like, oh, I'm a baddie, I'm a boss business babe, like I can do anything, when in reality I was like scared out of my mind. Like absolutely scared out of my mind. Cause what if it all worked? Could I maintain it? Is this something that I could keep up with? I'm not gonna lie, these are some things that I think about even now. Is this something that I can maintain? Is this something that I can keep up with? But the answer is always yes, because this is 100% me. I'm not wearing the mask. I showed up on my moo on my TikTok the other day. No makeup, no shower, no brushing my teeth, no brushing my hair, nothing. And that was some of the best, like, back and forth I've had on some of my videos of me just being real and raw. And I think we miss that a lot. Everything online is very curated right now. And it's like hooks and getting people's attentions. Everyone's attention span's super short. And like you got to get them in the first like 3 seconds. I can barely even get my name out in the first 3 seconds. Okay. So, but me being me doing me sharing this kind of conversation that we're having right now, that is what I know I can maintain, because this is me. These are the kind of conversations I have with my friends. These are the kind of things that I think about. Confirmation. This is me. This is exactly where I'm meant to be. This is exactly who I am. And I feel like a lot of people are afraid of that. They get nervous of that. Like when they talk to me, they feel like they have to be pretty and polished. And honestly, I'd rather somebody be real and raw. I'd rather you tell me every single thing that is like freaking you out in your mind, because I can go, even if I haven't been through it, I can go, I understand you and I hear you. Do you want support or do you want encouragement? Right? Do you want advice, or do you want me just to hold space for you? Because I know how important that is. I felt my entire life I was never seen, I was never heard for who I truly was and what my voice had. And being able to be online and have thousands of people watch my videos and have hundreds of people following me, and it's growing, right? I think I was at 500 followers like 2 days ago, and now I'm like, by the time this drops, it's like 550 or something like that. And the way that like it's being trajectory, like I'll hit 1,000 with by the end of the month. Like I will totally hit 1,000 by the end of the month, and that's crazy to me. Like if I was standing in an auditorium right now and there was 1,000 people sitting in there, even 500 people, if they were sitting there right in front of me and I had a mic and I was sitting on stage, I would feel good. I would feel great. Probably a little nervous, but like I would feel seen and heard, right? that I was making a difference. And vanity metrics has been something that I've dealt with for years. Like I've been online for years, but when you really are like, oh, well, I got to hit 10K or I have to have 100K or a million or whatever, it's like, no, you don't. Not everyone needs to be viral. Not everyone needs a million followers to be successful, to be seen, to be heard. I'd rather have a smaller following that follows me for me, that sees me for me, that hears me, than to have a video go viral and I get all hundreds of thousands of people that are following me that aren't really for me. They are just hopping on trends or they think I'm somewhat funny from like a clip of a video or something, when in reality I am a multifaceted person. I have layers, I have depth, I have things that I have been through, things that I'm currently going through, things that I'm trying to get over and work through. No one is 100% healed, and if they say that they are, they're lying to you. Seriously. And that's why Stella Nova was created, because I knew that I was on my journey, but I wanted to help other people do the same because it can be really isolating. And I think right now, I don't necessarily feel isolated. I just feel like this overwhelming gratitude, but I'm also going through some hard stuff as well. I'm letting go of childhood traumas. I'm back in my childhood home where I had a lot of these traumas. I'm dealing with the grief of losing the physical things of this world that I had, losing my house, losing my car, putting my dog down, dealing with the grief of losing my aunt who was like a mother to me. These are all things that it's been really heavy. It's been really heavy, but I'm also like really happy, right? I did my first live call. It was amazing. I had these really deep emotional conversations. We were doing this Q&A, and I just felt really fulfilled. I've been really fulfilled and I've been really grateful. But then there's also like this other part of me, right? Like, I feel good and I feel grateful. And then there's this like really heavy weight of like, I'm trying to let go of things that I know I need to let go of so that I can pop that through the roof, right? It feels like I'm juggling, I'm balancing, which obviously ironic, right? I'm a Libra. So like the balancing act has always been something that has been a part of my life forever. But it just feels so like this is the closest I've ever been. And I think that's why it's like throwing me off a little bit, right? Is like, on one hand, it's really hard, and I've never dealt with this trauma. Like, I've never actually verbalized it. I've never actually really felt these emotions from stuff when I was 10, 13, 14, 17, 19, all the way into like my early 20s. Just literally the last decade and a half of my life. And I was always the go-to person to disassociate. And now that I stopped disassociating, I'm like in this parallel reality where I am stepping into my higher self, my higher calling, and where I'm supposed to be. I already know this is what I'm meant to do. Like when I tell you the kind of confirmations I get from my birth chart, human design, other readers, other people, like this is what I'm meant to do. And I know that and I feel that. But letting go of this heavy weight, right? I like see the 10 of wands in my head, right? This is this person that's holding 10 sticks and they can barely walk forward because it's bigger than them. And there's so many of these big wands that are tying them down, holding them back for this journey, this trek that they're on. And I've realized I am day by day, month by month, I am dropping a wand, I am dropping a wand, I am dropping a wand. And all of a sudden, it's starting to feel lighter to move forward. But I've been so used to holding that weight, right? I've been so used to holding that energy, the pain, the trauma, the hurt, the suffering. And moving forward without it feels crazy. I don't even have the word for it. It feels good, but it also doesn't feel real. It's surreal, right? It feels very surreal because finally I'm at this place in space that I've always begged for. I would beg the universe and God for years and years, please take this away from me. Please take this away from me. And spirit was always like, okay, but like, give it to me. Give it to me. Their hand was always out, but I was always holding it close to my chest, because who was I if I wasn't the girl with the pain and the trauma and the heartache and the all of those things, right? Like, who was I if I actually truly let that go? And I'm realizing that I am more than just the pain and the hurt that I attached myself to. I am more than that. I am a light. A lot of people always tell me that I have this like golden, yellow, orangish aura, and I never could see it. I could see other people's very easily, but when I looked in the mirror, I couldn't see it. And now, more than ever, I see it. I feel it, and it kind of freaks me out. It honestly freaks me out, but in a good way. And I'm excited. Like, I really am excited for this. But it also is like, it blows my mind every single day. You know, like, it really does just blow my mind. That's what's been on my heart. That's what's been on my heart. And what's been on my mind is where I'm going next. How does that look? How does that feel? I've been writing in my journal for months now that I want my apartment to, like, when we finally leave here, I want my apartment to be 2 bed, 2 bath, washer and dryer in unit, central air, right? All of these amenities. We want gyms, we want access to parks, pools, all of those. And I also want lake views. I live in Michigan. Okay, so lakes are literally everywhere, either the Great Lakes or the man made lakes that are all around. And I am super connected to water. I am a stellium, or Scorpio stellium 12th house. So if you know, you know. And I am so connected to the water, like, seriously so connected to the water. I feel at peace, I feel at home. Watching the sunrise and watching the sunset is something that is how I want to start my day and how I want to end my day. And this place that my husband talked about for years and I totally ignored it, and it has like a disc golf course which he's obsessed with, and it has like different parks. It's gated for me and my daughter so we could like go around during the day and feel safe and comfortable. It's just like everything that we've ever wanted, and I've been putting it out there for months now. Like, this is the place, this is the space, this is where I want to go. I want my apartment to have lake views. I want this, I want that. And I watched this TikTok video the other day that was like, literally, manifesting is the choice, picking something and believing it wholeheartedly that it's going to come to you. You have to take away how it comes to you, but know that it's coming to you. And it, something in my brain just clicked. I was like, oh yeah, that makes the most sense. I don't have to wait around for this apartment. I know that apartment is mine. It will be mine. I don't know how I'm going to get it. Still working on my credit, still working on, saving money and doing all this stuff. But that is why my mind has been like running a million miles a minute lately, because it's like, I know this. I know how to manifest. I know how to do these things. But the human side of me is like, yeah, but your credit score is still shit. Yeah, you don't have enough money to technically move in right now. You don't have X, Y, and Z to like move in, right? You don't have the TV, you don't have the couch. Well, I mean, I do have these things, but I'd like new things, right? But the reality is like, when you take away expectation, anything can happen. And when I mean anything can happen, if you know, you know. I ended up on stage with Lizzo by casually saying, what if I get brought up on stage by Lizzo during her concert back, or her tour back in 2022? And I'm just this random Midwest girl. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I feel like I know in my heart, in my soul, my intuition is telling me like, absolutely, you're going to get this place. But that human part of me is like, but what if you can't afford it? What if you get evicted again? What if? And that self-doubt I've been trying to push down instead of just letting it out, right? And that's why I feel like I needed to like share this today of like being real. Like this is what people go through. Even though you're spiritual, even though you feel like you have let go and move forward, there's still stuff that messes with you. And I would say my intuition is very strong, especially since I've been working so diligently to grow it and start trusting myself. But even as strong as I feel I am now, there's still these moments where I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to end up right back here where I have to come back to this basement. I have to come back and be humble and all of these other things, right? And then it makes me think, okay, well, I need to push more for my business. I need to add more members. I need to do more readings. I need to do more digital products. But the fact of the matter is, it doesn't have to come from my work, right? It doesn't have to come in that way. It could come in any way. I could win the lottery tomorrow, win $100 million. So then what am I going to do then, right? It's just always this balance. And I don't know why I was meant to call to talk about this today, but I really feel like whoever this video comes across, you're struggling with the balance as well. You're good some days and then you're really bad other days, or vice versa. Sometimes it lasts a little longer, sometimes it's a little shorter, whatever it is. But you're also like, you're juggling a lot. There's a lot of different things that are going on in your heart and in your mind. And I feel like I am like a recording going over and over again. But if you're ready to take off the mask, if you're ready to be seen, if you're ready to be heard, if you're ready to find your purpose, please join the Stella Nova Collective. Please. And I say this because I know all of the things that I have been through in my life up until now has prepped me to help other people. I can't even tell you how many different people that have been in my life, many different walks of life, but there are so many similarities of things that we've gone through, things that have happened, feelings. Just because the thing that happened wasn't the exact same, the feeling is. And I know I felt those feelings. I know how it feels in many ways. And if I don't know how it feels, I can still support you. I can still give you that encouragement and give you that strength and remind you how strong you are and remind you that your intuition is right. 10 out of 10 times, it's always right, baby. And you know that. If you're in your healing era, if you're just at this place and space in your life where you're like, I don't know what's going on, but I know I need help. I know I need help. I know I need to figure it out. I know I just need more support. And maybe you're not getting that from friends. Maybe you're not getting that from your significant other, family. They just don't get it, right? They're just not in that space and place. That's okay. Come over. Come on down. I call myself the cosmic bestie for a reason, because I am going to give it to you real and straight, like how I do with all of my friends, all of my real besties. But I also am here to help you find your purpose and help you find your power and help you truly see your light. Confirmation. I'm here for you, babe. And thank you for getting this far in the video. Thank you for being a part of this journey and this chat. You know, I feel better. I don't know about you, but I feel better. I feel like I just had like a conversation with one of my best friends and just like breaking down everything that I have. And you know, it's a little funny like talking to the camera, right? Because I'm not getting like responses back and forth. But every time that I see you guys' likes and comments and DMs, it just fills my heart with joy, because when I'm in this moment, it just kind of feels like this dead space. But when it finally goes live and it's posted and people feel it and they see it and they tap into my energy, I just feel so aligned and I feel so loved. And I am just so thankful. I am so, 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 so thankful. I'm not going to cry again. I'm not. But I am truly blessed that I made a space and a place that I can show up and be myself and not be judged for it, because that's something that I've always struggled with in my life by many people that I love. And building this community and building this space, though our members are small, we are mighty. And I feel so seen. I feel so heard and I feel so blessed, because I'm also holding space for other people that have felt what I felt, feeling what I'm feeling. And I appreciate that and I love that. And I said I wasn't going to cry, but here I am crying. And crying on the internet is not cringe if it's real, you know. I was already recording. I didn't start crying and then recorded. At the end of the day, my name is Brie, spelled like the cheese, aka your cosmic bestie. And if you're looking for a place to feel comforted, supported, and seen and heard, come on down. Or maybe you're just looking for a reading. Come on over and do readings with me. But I will say, if you join the membership, you do get a 24% off discount on personal readings. So that might be a little better for you. And you also get free, all of my digital products that I have, you get for free. If that's enticing you, let me know. But at the end of the day, I love you. I'm proud of you. And thank you. Thank you for holding space for me. Thank you for letting me be seen. And thank you for letting me be heard. Love you, babe.